We believe Nemro has been reluctant to lose Republic customers by publicly siding with the Empire. It's time he overcame this reluctance.
By force, or did you have another method in mind?
Jory! Brayden! What happened? Is the old man...
He looks pretty dead. Jory, too.
Destroy the upstart so-called crew. I'll be outside, innocently unaware. Jory, shoot to kill!
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
Mind if I ask why you want to know?
You're one of the last real independents. I admire you for that, but your kind is dying out. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republican Empire will want control of the Hutts, even if Nimro won't believe it. So if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
Like it or not, the Empire does seem to be the future.
I hope so, and not just because of business either. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Sullus system. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
Word is you're on the outs with your boss. Is it true?
Nemro's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
You got a lot more resources than I do. You can't recover the shipment yourself?
The Evokai are easy to fight here, on our territory. In the swamps, though, they're a lot sneakier. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nimro set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal, poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
You said you were going to get the ore back.
I have done all I can. They, the other tribes, will not listen.
If you say so. Hey, you the Red Blade? Heard you were coming. Thought we'd soften up the chief for you.
Right, he looks pretty dangerous. Get out of here.
Yeah, fine. Call out if you need us.
I am Odef of the Evokai, leader of the Foam, sacred keeper of histories. I greet you in peace, and I am grateful.
I heard you're the one to talk to about Nemro's missing ore.
Yes, I will talk, but it will not please you. It was the other tribes who attacked your shipment, the Evokai, who refused peace. In gratitude to Nemro for all he has done, I spoke to my misguided brothers, but they will not return Nemro's medals.
They won't even negotiate?
The tribes, they stole the shipment to spite the Hutts, and to use for themselves. They will make weapons, machines. They took the metals to their great village in the swamps. Only a beast or a shadow can enter. Seek the shipment there if you wish.
Thank you, you've been a great help.
I only do my part. I only want peace.
Slow down, Blade. Stay with me a while. We haven't had the chance to talk. I'm Kaleo. Nemro puts me in charge of the good stuff. His guns, his troops, the safety of his little palace. You can spare some time for me, right?
Who am I to say no to a woman like you?
Good answer. People who say no are never very interesting. You've got a nasty reputation, you know. I hear you went and murdered poor Dino Ray right on this spot. What was that about, Blade?
Dino and I go way back. He had it coming.
It's too bad. He had a pretty face before you messed with it. Me, I'm betting you and Dino had something else going on. You had a reason for coming to Nemro's house. Maybe money, maybe power. I like to think you'll be trouble, Blade. You'll be bloodthirsty, treacherous. Because I could enjoy keeping an eye on a bloodthirsty, treacherous pirate.
Well, I could enjoy being watched.
Maybe we'll get along after all. If you are trouble, take your time. I'd hate to stick a blaster to your head or a slave collar around your neck before I've seen everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say. You can go now.
Watch your back, Kaleo.
I'll watch yours. You can watch mine.
Hello there, handsome. Looking for something?
Shall we get out of here?
Slow down, sugar. I'm working. Don't mean to be rude, but I need to finish crunching these numbers for Nemro.
Let's continue this conversation some other time.
Sure thing, cute stuff.
Look, boss, little tiny man come to beg for mighty Nemro's attention. Ituramo, ubanjoralipa istimbo. Unikaba, yotoba, ubanda baka mursanita.
Now that we got pleasantries out of the way, let's talk business.
Gunchuta, kasuyali koira, tokamdi kong. Ugli yoga. Chesko babuta griska, tagaya oska. Gadwachine oiga, nanulio okba kisa spina perupa.
Mako said you're a powerful Hutt, Nemro. Is that a lie?
Kutsinanchie, Jatongi ma techu. Cha porco udmangisa, mitisa rota copada. Kumbanjiji, guaping, noli makichisa. Ninga kituita, nimo tamuv ayola, tanque kuta. Wawabanga, Tuske Warawa, Tablota Wijawa.
If there's money in it, I'll take any target.
Unaguta ni Michawa Wemo. Pultura Musta, Wobrani Tampio, Dupushi Wompa. Boca, Italia Snekrula, Woska Quapo Nuta.
Head on floor. Got it.
Sayadumbi no Avatikuna. Chino Nintendogi. Be careful, little bounty hunter. Hutt's Bane once blasted into other palace, killed pile of captains, murdered a mighty Hutt.
You? Yes? Oh, yes! Oh, saved, of course! Nemro the Bounteous takes me from the swamp, yes? He gives me a new name, new job. He makes me Morsel, the administrator. Nemro orders me to keep work camp enforcers in line, but they hired to bully Evil Kai. They laugh at me.
Just tell me who you need dead and how much it's worth to you.
Enforcers hard to hire, harder to keep, so they think they can do as they please, but we can't kill them. Go to work camp, wave your gun in Chief Enforcer's face, make him see Morsel no one to laugh at, and I have stack of credits for you.
Hear you giving Morsel a hard time. That you don't respect Nemro's authority.
What? Who you...
Hey.
Oh, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Me and the boys were just having some fun. We didn't think... You're not gonna kill me, are you?
If I have to come back out here, it'll be the last time.
You are not gonna have to come back at her again, boss. I guarantee it. We won't give Morsel a hard time anymore. Won't even laugh at his name. Swear.
Hi, stranger. That's Evokai native speak for hello. Don't get a lot of visitors here who aren't backward savages. You come to the work camp looking for laborers?
I have other business. Just stopped here out of curiosity.
Well, good to meet you then. Nice talking with someone who doesn't live in the mud for a change. My name's Varsunta, by the way. I deal salvage to the Evokai. Smelly work, but profitable. Most Evokai are decent, though not too bright. Like my little helper here. Say hello, Imat.
Welcome to Varsunta's many treasures. Do you know the Black Death who slaughters my people?
Imat, I keep telling you, not every off-worlder knows the Black Death. Oh, ignore him, stranger. This isn't your problem.
What's the situation?
There's some crazy rich guy running around shooting Evokai. Big pain in the neck.
The Black Death kills my people for sport. Butchers women and children.
He started out hunting hostile Evokai in the swamps, but now he's killing ones from the work camp. Having the time of his life. Keeps their ears and teeth as trophies. If this slaughter keeps up, I might have to get a real job. You know, I'll bet someone like you could convince this guy to quit. I'd sure make it worth your while.
I'll put him out of business.
Fantastic! You just might save my business. You're looking for a vehicle out in the swamps surrounded by security droids. This Black Death guy doesn't like visitors. You'll probably want to do something about his droids before you try talking to him. Good luck!
Stop this nonsense at once. What do you think you're doing, blasting my droids? I'm a senior administrator of Zerka Corporation.
Stick that attitude in a black hole and shut up.
I most certainly will not. How dare a cheap thug like you speak to me in such a tone? I demand to know why you're disturbing my hunting trip.
If you don't quit killing the natives, you'll answer to me.
You insignificant scum. Do you know how important I am? I dine with Imperial moths. We both know Evokai are no better than act dogs, so stop pretending this is about them. Look, I understand how things work here on Hutta. I'll pay you handsomely to leave me in peace.
You're not buying your way out of this.
Oh, for the love of... What do you want from me? Stop wasting my time and name it.
The Hutt considers the Evokai his personal property, and you're poaching them.
What? Oh, I had no idea. If my leisure pursuits have offended mighty Nemro, I'm truly sorry. I will cease my holiday immediately and pack up my campsite at once. Please give Nemro my apologies.
One of Emat's little buddies stopped by. Said he saw the Black Death packing up his camp. Nice job.
For a guy called Black Death, he wasn't so tough.
Figures. Guys like that always fold when they meet somebody like you.
I wish the Black Death had paid for his crimes against my people, but I am grateful for your efforts.
It's a done deal.
I understand. You didn't do this for us. You did it for Varsunta.
That's enough, Emat. Get back to work scrubbing those broken power converters. Here's your credits, my friend. Safe travels to you.
Nemro found someone with no morals to destroy my village. Are you proud of yourself? Filthy murderer! Will you butcher all the women and children as well?
Nobody else needs to die but you, Huttsbane.
There is no reason to kill Huttsbane. The Hutts would slaughter us like criminals, when it is they who have taken what is not theirs.
Yes. This planet was home for Evokai long before the Hutts came.
You are a warrior. You must understand why we fight for our birthright.
If you got a pitch, hurry up and make it.
You see, Huttsbane? Not all outsiders bow before the Hutts. You are here for Huttsbane's head. But Nemro does not know one Evokai from another. Dead warriors' heads all look alike to him.
You would desecrate our dead and give it to this? To an outsider?
Won't Nemro be suspicious when Hutsbane keeps raiding?
From this day forward, our young warrior will aid his people from the shadows.
No! There is no honor in making deals and butchering our own dead.
Calm yourself, Hutsbane. I fear this outsider will best you if it comes to battle. Today, we must place survival above honor. Outsider, will you take the head of a dead warrior as a substitute?
I'd never miss out on fighting the infamous Hutsbane.
Come and fall under my blades.
Warriors, rally to Hutsbane!
Hey, it's Mako. Got some information for you.
Did you find out more about the Great Hunt or Braden's killer?
That and more. I've been a busy girl. The man who killed Braden really was Taro Blood, a big shot from Alderaan. After he washed out of the last Great Hunt, Taro spent years building up support with the Mandalorians. The Great Hunt is a Mandalorian tradition. Entry rules are different for their people. Since Taro's a Mandalorian, he competes with them to enter. Now, he's buying off the other Mandalorians so they don't gang up on him again.
A coward and a cheat. This scum dies.
That's what I like to hear. For now, concentrate on impressing Nemro. His sponsorship is your only chance of getting close to Taro Blood. Oh, one more thing. While I was out taking care of saying goodbye to Braden and Jory, I caught someone following me. He was dressed like some off-world tribesman, tall, wore a white bone mask, like a death's head.
I'll put him on my to-kill list.
You're so fantastically simple sometimes. Anyway, eyes open. Go show that Hutt who's the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Fathra will not stop his mining operations. He's going to keep tapping our gas pocket and cut our supply in half.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Don't play dumb with me, Taflajan. Fathra doesn't need to steal our customers if he doesn't leave us any gas to sell, and we can't uproot him without help.
Punyukichawa joto jamba.
Idiot. Sorry about Taflajan, Blade. Legitimate business brings out the worst in us. Makes me miss actual crime, you know? But it looks like you're about to brighten my day. You find the shipment?
I have it right here. Delivered as promised.
The fee's been transferred to your account. You'll have access by the time you're back at your apartments. You earned every credit. I'd buy you a drink in the cantina, but I need to have a chat with Nimro. We should talk more another time, though. You do good work.
I appreciate it, Carols. Good luck with the Hutt.
Right. I'll need it.
The operation is proceeding well, Agent. Thanks to your intervention, Carol's Jarvis will once again have Nemro's ear. I took note of your meeting with Nemro's security chief, Kaleo. You handled yourself well. Still be on your guard. We've identified her as a freelance assassin, enforcer, and anarchist. She's been attached to a dozen employers in half as many years, using several different aliases.
Killing her wouldn't be any trouble. I can lure her somewhere isolated.
She's a wild card. She may prove a liability, but she could also prove very useful. Watch her. On to more immediate concerns. Nemro operates a major Schwash gas mine on Hutta. The Empire wants access to Nemro's refined gas. Unfortunately, Fathra is tapping the same gas pocket as Nemro. We need to destroy Fathra's operations in the rust yards before Nemro's grinds to a halt.
Can't we just buy the gas from Fathra instead?
Nemro's refineries produce Schwash usable as a precision explosive. Fathra can't refine the gas to the same degree, and he's wasting it by trying. You will travel to Fathra's mining facility and place explosives in the drill shaft, destroying the equipment and collapsing part of the gas pocket. You'll need to strip a uniform and credentials off the facility guards to pass the final security checkpoint. A working disguise is imperative.
Should be straightforward.
Your disguise may not hold up under close inspection, so avoid conversation. The explosives have already been delivered to your room. Once you're finished, go back to Carol's Jarvis and make sure he knows what happened. Take the credit if you like.
It'll be handled. Is there anything else?
One more thing, Agent. Darth Jadis pays increasing attention to your work. He will reward success or failure appropriately, and I will not intervene. Report back after you've destroyed the mine and inform Keros of the results. Keep her out.
Cartel representative identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Gas leak detected. Activating ventilation system. Lockdown in place until ventilation complete. Recalling all mining and security droids.
You'll get the gory details after I report to Nemro. Figure you can wait that long?
Looks like I'll have to. But you don't get...
Blade, nice you decided to come by, but I was just telling Carols I can't stay. I know you understand.
That girl's a handful. But she's good at what she does, I'll give her that.
What does she do exactly? Besides swagger and carry a blaster?
Officially, she's Nemro's chief enforcer. Truth is, most of the troops are terrified of her, so she keeps our people in mind more than Fathra's. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. But those explosions in the rust yards, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Fathra's mines won't cause you any more trouble.
I thought you might have something to do with it. Good work, Blade. Good work. I like a person who takes initiative. With Fathra's mines broke down, we can increase production. Fathra will want revenge, of course, but we'll be ready. Look, I have something for you. You'll like it. I'll send it to your room. You done good work for us. You deserve more than credits. Which reminds me, how long are you staying on Hutta?
What makes you ask?
Well, if you're still around in a few weeks, I'd like you to meet my sons. They'll be home from their trading expedition. I think you'd get along. Think about it is all I'm saying. Now get going. I'm sure you have other business to take care of.
Come on, Lunti, we don't have time to waste here. Too late. Hey there, you must be the Blade.
You want to explain why you're in my room?
Well, we were paid pretty well, for starters. Lunti here was installing a listening device before you interrupted. Someone wanted to know what you were up to, but I guess that plan's off now.
You've made a mistake. You don't know who you're up against.
See? And here I thought you were the Red Blade. Now get your guns out, folks.
I understand Nemro's Shvash gas production is back on schedule, Agent. Excellent work. Keep it up and Darth Jadis may loosen his grip on operations. However, I'm afraid unforeseen circumstances have caused a problem.
You mean the people who broke into my room?
No, that's a separate matter, and one I advise you to watch closely. But it isn't what concerns me now. 3 days ago, Carlos Jarvis's sons encountered a Sith apprentice in Imperial space. A dispute broke out. One son died and the other was crippled. When Carlos hears that a Sith slaughtered his child, his sympathy for the Empire will evaporate. We can no longer use him to get to Nemro.
This is an intelligence project. Sith shouldn't be interfering in our work.
The Sith do what they will. We don't control them and we don't pass judgment on them. That doesn't mean they're right, or that we obey them without question, but we phrase those questions carefully. We bide our time. Now, I have a plan to solve our present dilemma, but first we need Carols out of the way.
You're asking me to kill Carols?
It's unfortunate, but it's the only way to proceed. I'm sending you an interference program on a computer spike. Go to Carol's suites in the palace. Activate the spike to black out his security monitors. You'll be able to eliminate Carroll's and his bodyguards without being seen. When Nemro's people investigate, they'll recognize the jamming program as Republic technology.
So we frame the Republic for the murder of Carroll's Jarvis. Why?
One step at a time, Agent. Tothalish, Nemro's Twi'lek advisor, already expect Farthra to seek revenge for the destruction of his mines. Our job is to show that the Republic helped Farthra kill Carroll's. Once Carroll's is gone, speak to Tothalish about his suspicions. As Carroll's friend, you'll promise to do whatever it takes to find the assassins.
Is that right? How am I going to find the real killer?
For now, get to Carroll's suites and use the computer spike. We'll discuss more once Carroll's is eliminated and Tothalish's suspicions have been aroused. Keep her out.
What's going on here? You thought you'd just go and switch sides? Damn you!
I'm sorry, Carroll's. It's nothing personal.
I don't understand. I helped you. I trusted you. We had a bond. And now you murder my men, wave a weapon in my face? But I guess that doesn't matter much. So let's go. You and me, Blade. The young punk against the old gang leader.
There's another way for this to end. Flee Hutta and you can live.
You're offering me mercy? Oh, your timing's bad. I could use a fight right now. I just got word that my boys are dead, Blade. Some Imperial piece of filth killed them for refusing to bow and scrape.
You're wrong. One is dead, but the other's only crippled.
How could you know that? How? I get it. Kill one, take the other hostage. Just make sure Carroll's Jarvis cooperates, right? You slime. What is it you want from me?
I want you to die.
You think you're the first piece of scum who's tried to kill me? I was fighting thugs in Jaguna streets when I was half your age. I can handle you.
Piti do tenyago kakajujo, da biska ku paliya.
Tiliska chanagawani chicos pa inikudade. Nuchaki chawa, choto ke kwanga joska.
Chakita Hutta. Kunta chuta, kasuyali kulira, kanki kung.
What are you talking about? Carroll's is dead?
Manchi doti puna puna, kabuk nuni slemo. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Piti do tenyago kakajujo, da biska ku paliya.
I didn't help Carroll's for free. Are you gonna pay me for my time?
Oka kiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Pliska taka, yayoska ukleyuga chesko pukuta. Yinga kijita, nimni tanuv, alelo kwekuta. Kunta chuta, kasuyali kulira, kanki kung. Oka kiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
I'll look into it. Might take some time.
Patogawata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
Tapa tonka. You smell like dead savage. Ugly yoga. Chesko babuta gliska tagaya osta.
You asked for a head. I went and got it.
Nesubulgomba. Pomugig dusta parawanga. Kadwachini oiga. Anulio okba kisa spina perupa. Nikme chawa. Wirmo mukili moklonki.
Looks like a turf war between you and another hut.
Conchuta. Kasu yali koira. Tokanti kong. Gubajiji, Guaping, Noli Makichisa. Oh, Wawanga, Tuske Warawa, Ota Wijawa.
Anything else I should know before I head out?
Jonki Salamanana Topa. Ikuramo, Ubanjoralipa Istimbo.
Harassing people isn't usually my line of work.
Jubanitori, Nananatota, Daida Wanawanga. Uipa Mojo, Pokachula, Chanusa Asubi Mota. Gomecha, Ponta Pakit Pa. See Judah when you want credits. She pay you for dead savage.
Yeah, I think I've got something for you.
I was hoping you'd say that.
That's not what I meant. You're a bad one. Here you go. Credits for the head of Hutsbane. Good work there.
Oh no. 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 I don't want to die. I never meant to betray Nemro, but Fathra offered me so many credits. And Fathra didn't pay me. He locked me up. He threatened to kill my wife if I didn't work my accounting magic for him. I was so stupid. Please. Please, please spare me. I'll do anything.
What could you do for me, Yolt?
You don't have to kill me. I'll just go, get my wife, leave the planet. I'll crash Fathra's accounts before I go. Ruining Fathra's finances will make Nemro so happy he won't care what happened to me.
I'm still not hearing what I get out of this.
I can only do certain things with Fathra's assets. But there is a small expense account I could transfer to you.
I'm already being paid.
Huh?
Hello, can I help? What is that? Yolt!
Sorry, lady. I had a job to do. I'll just leave this here.
So, this is where you've been hiding. Nice. Is the blood on the floor fresh, or did that come with the room?
Just what I've always wanted. A pretty girl waiting for me at home.
Nice. But that's not why I'm here. Not this time, anyway. You've been all over town racking up quite a body count. And I know what you did to Carol's. You're after something bigger than Emerald. I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure why. But I want in on it.
You just made your last mistake, Galileo.
I think I've got a few mistakes left in me. Too bad you don't want to be a part of them.
Hold a moment, Agent. Violence may not be necessary.
What's this now?
We know who you are, Kaleo Janus, and we are willing to offer you a deal. I am Keeper. I represent Imperial Intelligence, as does my operative. We are aware of your activities on Ratatak, Ord Mantell, and Brental 4, as well as your affiliations. Your skills could prove useful, and we are willing to offer you a place in our ranks. You would become a very well-paid servant of the Empire.
I've heard worse propositions. What do you think, Agent? You want me on your side?
You could be an asset to us. I won't object.
I was looking to trade up anyway. And I'm guessing I can ride you a ways before you break. Count me in. But call me a servant of the Empire again, and I'll bust your face.
Charming. We'll discuss the details later. As for you, Agent, Tarthalion is convinced that Father the Hutt is a major threat to business. Well done. Now we must bring Tarthalion proof that Father has support from the Republic. The first step is to obtain a holodisc from Father's palace. The disc contains holo recordings of all Father's dealings. The Hutt is too paranoid for his own good. You'll have to break into his archives to get it.
It'll mean lifting security codes off the palace overseers. Like you said, paranoid Hutt.
Noted. Once you reach the archives, use this computer spike on the holodisc. It will be altered to show Father meeting with Republic officers. Then bring the forgery to Tarthalion.
Forging evidence is risky business, Keeper.
We have decided that the risk is acceptable. With Tarthalion convinced that his enemies are allied with the Galactic Republic, have no doubt. He will turn to us for help. We are in the endgame. Ilea will accompany you on this mission and will act under your command.
Last time I went to Father's palace, I had so many adrenals in my system I was coming down for a week. This should be entertaining.